I spoke to Dr. Randall Shannon, an American expat living in Thailand for almost 30 years. He's the head of the Marketing and Master's program at the College of Management, Mahidol University.
Yeah, so they ask people to wear masks, and then some people say they don't help, and some people say they do help, and probably most people don't have any idea whether they do or don't help. But it's true, we do have the PM 2.5, we have air pollution, a lot of traffic jams. So to see somebody wear a mask doesn't automatically make you think they're sick, which I think is more of a view in the West. But I also think there's some culture. I definitely think there's some culture involved. I mean, I'm from the US, and I certainly don't like people to tell me what to do. You know, here at the university or even the government level, sometimes they say, oh, please wear such and such shirt, or please wear such and such color. And I kind of like, you know, I don't really like it. And so I can identify with not really liking being asked or being told or being recommended what to do. And I think somehow it becomes a little bit of a personal freedom issue. And that's where I think culture comes in, because the US is considered very individualist when we talk about individualism and collectivism. So that means, I think about myself and I really don't care as much about other people. Whereas in Thailand, it's classified as one of the most collectivist cultures back when Gerd Hofstede conducted his research. So we have two really extreme cultures. One which is very concerned with what other people think and trying to fit in, trying to follow norms and social norms. And in my view, my observation, that it really became a social norm. So if I'm walking alone on the street, I might not wear a mask, but if I see other people coming, it's time to suit up. And when you get to the malls or wherever you're going, they take your temperature and they say, please wear a mask. And if you don't wear the mask, you're not allowed in. And we're not a very aggressive culture, so we're probably not going to fight about it. If you don't have a mask, I guess you're going to find a convenience store like 7-Eleven and buy one. And that has happened to me, where I was on the street and I had one mask with me and it broke. And so then I'm kind of, walking down the street until I can find a pharmacy, a drugstore, and then I bought the mask. But yeah, I remember a lot of arguments. Does it work? It doesn't help. There's no need to wear it. It's not been proven to help. I say, it's better safe than sorry, as a pretty basic idiom. And I think, no offense, but a lot of guys would say, I don't like to wear a condom. And hey, for the greater good, take one for the team, I'd say. And yeah, maybe we're not quite as diligent now because we haven't really had any cases, but overall they're still doing the temperature checks, still taking temperature checks. People still mostly wear masks, and I'd say you feel a bit of social pressure. You feel a bit of I need to wear it, otherwise, social shaming, like littering, or maybe in Europe for using a plastic bag or something.
Dr. Tulawat is the Chief Operation Officer at Vejani Hospital. He and his hospital have been on the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic in Thailand.
So by that time, I think we have a problem of PM 2.5, right? And with PM 2.5, most of Thai people wear masks. Yes, and this is fortunately the same time that COVID emerged. And we also have, I think we have a uniform in terms of commands from government. We have CCSA that conducting all kinds of activities to control the disease. And Thai people, I think overall Thai people very well cooperate with the government in terms of controlling the disease. By the time COVID emerged, at that point of time, no one knows much about COVID, right? So at that point of time, as the hospital, we think about MERS, right? Because MERS also comes from foreign countries. COVID, the same things come from China. However, so we have the protocol to prevent spreading MERS. But we have to adjust the plan according to the new information emerged, because COVID is totally different from MERS. So by that time, we have many meetings. We have meetings maybe twice a week. We have to adjust our plan, how to control the disease, how to arrange the service to make sure that our customer gets safe from spreading or from contagious disease. Most of Thai families spend more time together, stay at home, try to stay at home. This is our policy. This is our campaign for Thai people to stay home and stay safe. Therefore, I think many Thai people spend more time with their families, spend more time with like the activities that they sometimes haven't done before, like cooking, for example, shopping online, for example, virtual meetings. So this is a new thing that emerged during COVID. When the first COVID emerged, we have around 13 cases in our hospital. Sometimes it's critical. Some patients are very critical, but we are very ready to treat those patients. We have negative pressure room. At that point of time, we already have. We have infectious disease doctors. We have infectious control committees. We have also chest doctors, so they work together in teams. Therefore, the result, all the patients can recover and go back to their home. 100%, of course, even though the patients who are critical ill. I think right now, the cases that report are the cases that come from foreign countries. And all of them are reported during the quarantine period. Therefore, I think with this system, we can well control the disease. I don't think that there will be the second wave in Thailand. This is my personal opinion, if we stick to our rule. Yeah, there are 3 types of quarantines in Thailand. The first type is, as you know, the state quarantine. State quarantine is the place, the government place that quarantine people. We also have what's called ASQ, alternative state quarantines. This is a hotel that pass the standard to quarantine patients that have a strict protocols, IC control environment, well IC control, for example. And many hotels in Thailand join that program, register in that program. And for the hospital, we also have the protocol called AHQ, or alternative hospital quarantines, which is we quarantine the patients and their relatives in hospital. So Bethany also get involved in alternative hospital quarantines. We also get involved in helping the hotel to prepare the good environment. We also help work with hotel for alternative state quarantines, yes.
Now, talking to local Thai people, I got feedback of a different, less scientific kind. Many said that because Thailand is hot and the virus can't survive here. Others firmly believe that the eating of the extremely spicy Thai chilies played a significant part. And still others believe that their prayers to Buddha and the multiple amulets that they wear around their necks are the reason for their good fortune and keeping the coronavirus at bay. But one can never be too sure, and I believe you shouldn't rush to judgment. After all of this, we still haven't found any concrete proof of why Thailand has been spared the deadly harshness of COVID-19. In the end, we may never fully know the reason or reasons, but I, for one, am grateful to have been here rather than in other countries in the world that are still deep in the throes of the pandemic with no clear end in sight. I'm Caudullo for Explore Immersive Studios. Thanks for watching.